Yeah, so my wife, she got pregnant with our third child, right? So she forced me to marry her. Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode with It's Just the Draytons. I'm your boy Ron, it's my lovely wife,
Giselle.
And we back with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to another court case. We find these very interesting. The title is I Am Pregnant, So Marry Me Now. You know, sometimes women use the kids to trap us.
Oh no, he didn't.
And, anything you'd like to say to the people?
Disregard all of what he said for the first. How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode. Today we'll be watching another episode of Divorce Court. I'm interested to see what this is about. Let's get into the video.
Alright, let's get it.
It was Maya Angelou who said, have enough courage to trust love one more time, and always one more time. But what if that one more time turns out to be just as bad as the first time? On today's case, Ms. Leonard says that when it comes to her fiancé, Mr. Thomas, she has all of the courage and none of the trust. She says Mr. Thomas is living life like he's single, and with a baby on the way, that is not going to fly with her. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Stark presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Leonard versus Thomas.
Thank you very much, Ms. Leonard and Mr. Thomas. Ms. Leonard, you say you never imagined that you'd be pregnant in my courtroom fighting for your relationship. You say the biggest problem is that Mr. Thomas refuses to meet you halfway. You hope I can help you find a resolution for these issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Thomas, you say Ms. Leonard's calculated lies and petty behavior have you with one foot out the door.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so this is a very serious case, even though you two are extremely young, 23 years old, and you have been together for some time. There is a baby on the way, so there are some stakes here. You met when you were little kids, 11 and 12 years old, dating for 3 years.
Yes, Your Honor, that's right.
What brings us to court today, Miss Leonard?
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, I have no ring on my ring finger, and I'm 6 months pregnant. Even though it doesn't look like it, I'm very much 6 months pregnant, and he has 3 months to marry me.
Who? Did you hear that ultimatum, Mr. Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you say?
I'm here actually because the mother of my child is manipulative and vindictive.
You're not ready to get married?
Yeah, basically, I'm not.
Yeah, so I need to hear you say that, sir. That's not on me, as I didn't get nobody pregnant.
Yeah, I'm not ready to get married.
Okay, so let me just say to you.
And I always say that if a man is not ready, do not get married. Take your time. Don't let nobody pressure you into getting married. Only you will know when you're ready to get married.
And I always say that it takes two to tango. So you knew what you was doing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the force.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
But no.
No.
Ms. Leonard, you're 23 years old. You're a beautiful young woman. You have been in this relationship for some time now. Did you plan this baby?
No, I didn't. But, you know, I'm a big girl, so I'm ready to push through whatever I've, come to be with now.
Okay, so take me back then, because I need to know how we got to this point. How did you guys meet?
Well, I was a family friend, and I knew his cousin, so me and his cousin was best friends, and he just so happened to be coming over one of those days, and, that's how I met him.
And was the relationship an easy one? Was it a good one? What ended up changing to get you here to divorce court?
Well, before, it was really easy, nice and butterflies, you know how it be in the beginning, the honeymoon phase. But then, after some time, I started just noticing, just some inconsistencies in his behavior. So then after that, I started to notice, things in his phone and this and that and all of this. And, I kind of just decided that, okay, we kind of need a mediator that's no one in his family.
All right, so I want to understand this. I know, Mr. Thomas, you said that Ms. Leonard gives as good as she gets, and there's some issues on her side also.
Yes.
Well, why don't we start, Miss Leonard, since you brought the case. I know one of the biggest issues is you think that he is a cheater.
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
give me some examples of why you think that, ma'am.
Okay, so I don't think he is a cheater. I've had proof that he's a cheater.
Okay.
Well, there was a couple of times where we were at.
I'm already thrown off. So she says she has proof that he's a cheater. Why she? I know she having his baby, so why she still trying to force marriage?
I think it's more of a thing of like, you're a young mom, you're pregnant, you want that family unit. I think that's why she's pushing him to get married, and also she's probably like, oh, if we get married, he won't cheat no more. Like, maybe.
So is she gonna be fine with him cheating if they're married? If
Of
he
course
is
not.
cheating?
Of course not.
Because that's the part that's throwing me off right now. But
She just wants him to be a family man. They're having a baby. She expects a family unit. She wants him to get married. She wants them to raise the baby together.
what do she want to just secure child support?
If you're married, you don't need child support.
Oh snap! You're right.
If you're married, you don't need child support.
Well, something else she's trying to secure.
She ain't trying to
You're right.
secure
You're right.
nothing
You're right.
but
You're
a
right.
family.
A barbershop, you know, he get his hair cut and this and the third. And I would see multiple women in his phone. And
How do you mean you would see multiple women in his phone? Explain to me what you'd actually see.
okay, I see DMs and, you know, a little flirting from here and there. And it just didn't make me feel all that good.
Okay, you saw women direct message Mr. Thomas. Did you see messages where he engaged with those women?
All the time.
Okay, so see, Mr. Thomas, that's something that I always ask, because you can't stop folk from sliding into your GMs. That's how a lot of people meet.
It's like,
But Mr. Thomas, why are you engaging with Mr.
That's why if you in a committed relationship, stay off social media. DMs is a problem. What your DMs look like if you was on social media?
miscellaneous women on the direct message?
it's like, first of all, she shouldn't have been in my phone.
We know that, but y'all young people, y'all.
Ooh.
Why do men always use that?
Ooh.
Well, first of all, she shouldn't have been in my phone. Clearly, if she was looking for something, she gonna find something. There should be nothing to find in your phone. And first of all, she should be looking in your phone. If y'all together and y'all in a loving, committed relationship, what's the problem with her being in your phone?
I ain't gonna front. Just by his response already give me the vibe, yeah, he doing something he ain't supposed to be doing. If that was his first response.
Yeah, like,
Even if that's how he really, feels, she shouldn't be in his phone, but for that to be his initial response,
Go through each other's phones. That's how y'all do. Y'all sneaky like that. That's your new thing. Y'all look through each other's phones. So I'll say to her, so to make you feel good, bad girl, bad girl. Now, next. Now that we know that she went through your phone, we know she shouldn't have gone through your phone. Answer my question. What you doing talking to all these miscellaneous women?
It's like the messages she seen weren't even new, current. They were old messages from like, we weren't even serious then, you feel me? So it's like,
How old are the messages?
the messages was like when we first started back talking. Like we weren't.
So we were serious enough.
What do you mean when you just started
You know
back
how
talking?
you start talking to someone, you're not dating yet, you getting to know them. You
Okay.
getting to know multiple people.
So you're telling me these are 3-year-old direct messages?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
When was the most recent direct message you saw?
Actually, Miami, which was like 3 weeks ago.
That's not 3 years old, sir.
But if you look at the context and the messages she's talking about, I wasn't doing nothing that was like, that would go against what we have.
Judge Star, I'm sorry. All of what he's saying right now is a lot of shenanigans.
Okay, so Miami 3 weeks ago does not seem like this was some innocent DMs. Am I correct?
No, it definitely wasn't.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so, he decided he wanted to go to Miami. He just sprung it on me. I said, I don't think you should go. I think you should stay here. He said, okay, I'm going to go. My friends meet me there. So I said, okay, you can just do what you do. Okay, fine, whatever.
Okay, but he was just going to Miami to kick it with some fellas?
Spring break? On spring break?
Why didn't you go?
I didn't go because, I was at home. I was trying to take care of my body and everything like that, get prepared for
So
my
you didn't want to go and hang in spring break?
No, I thought I was being responsible, just staying at the house.
Okay, but clearly Mr. Thomas wanted to go and hang in spring break.
Okay, just because you wanted to do something don't mean that you should.
Okay. Mr. Thomas, tell me about Miami.
That was a good point she made. That was a good message. Good little nugget. How you felt about that little nugget? I seen you react to it.
It kind of gave me memories of when I was pregnant with Miracle, and I think you went to Vegas with your friends.
Yeah,
you don't remember that?
Yeah, but I asked you though, and you said I could go. I did the respectful thing. It was like, "Are you fine with me going?" And you said, you can't bring up something now. We're trying to have a conversation about it. And you said,
I didn't. So what happened was So what happened was,
oh my God! Listen,
like,
we can't get.
It kind of was like.
We supposed to be doing reaction. We
like
can't get too.
Alright, we're not gonna get into it now.
And you said,
I said yes in the end because of how the question kept getting sprung on me. So that's why I eventually said, you know what, whatever. If you want to go, go. And that's really what happened. But it's alright because you end up missing me anyways.
Of course. And I came right back, right? Flew right back.
In debt.
No.
Man, I had a great time. I felt like nothing was like holding me back. Everybody, my mother of my child is a grown woman. She could take care of herself. It's not like she was in danger or anything. I just went for 2-3 days to enjoy myself with my friends. And we came.
Judge, that was a week. He was gone a week. While we was in Miami, I seen that he had 3 new followers. And yes, 3 new followers.
Miss Leonard, you clocking him that clock?
Yeah, she got a lot of trust issues. That means she might be doing something.
I mean,
wrong.
she's home. She's pregnant. He's in Miami, spring break. She's home and she's pregnant.
Oh, she's pregnant this whole time,
She's gonna
right?
be paranoid and want to know what he's doing every single second of the day. She's gonna be checking his Instagram reels or shorts, whatever you call them. She's gonna be stalking him because she's not there. And once again, she's home and she's pregnant.
You never stalked me like that, though. Or you just saying because that's just her?
You know what I do. I mute. Once you gone, I'm not texting. I'm not calling. I'm leaving you alone to have your fun. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Play the video.
Unless something else got your attention.
Play the video.
Closely to know that he got 3 new followers?
Yes, I sure am.
3?
Yes. I mean, like, I'm at the house. He outside, out of town. I'm going to check up on my man.
You just said that.
Man, that's more than checking.
That's more than checking.
Anyways.
Go ahead, Carmen Santiago. Girl, you on there looking for everything.
Yeah, I sure was.
Go ahead.
I thought it was well within my rights. So I went ahead and I just seen that he had 3 new followers. All of these followers, guess what? They so happen to be in Miami at the same time. Okay? So I decided to DM all 3 of them.
Oh.
And 3 of them did not respond, but actually 1 responded a little later. The other ones did not. So I happened to have a conversation with her.
So you submitted the direct message
Did.
information. That way, so we know exactly what we're talking about.
I'm in the blue and the young ladies in the white.
Okay. So our plaintiff said you met Graham. Yes. So what y'all was on with him? I'm his girlfriend. If he was acting up, I just want to know. Oh, your man out here being a joke. What that mean? Like, yeah, that I could imagine what that word was. So suffice it to say, Miss Leonard, your boyfriend was out there wilding, having fun.
He sure was while I'm at the house. He thought I was going to be in my feelings. So, no, I'm not going to do that.
So, Mr. Thomas, you were having fun in Miami.
I was. But what you just saw, I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to her friend, and I was inviting them to a party we was having.
Which is what one does when one goes down to Miami on spring break.
Why his friends couldn't do it? His friends were single.
I think
He need to be the inviter.
So, Miss Leonard, let me say this to you. You don't want to go looking for stuff that you definitely going to find. Anybody that knows that their man is on their way to spring break is going to have some fun. So I'm going to turn to Mr. Thomas. Did you violate the relationship?
No, I did not.
We don't have proof of that.
I'm sorry?
We don't have proof of that.
Do you have proof that he did?
Other than the DMs.
Okay, that right there.
So then you guys stop accusing him then. And just leave it at that. That's it. If there's no evidence, no proof, y'all gotta leave it alone and stop dwelling on it.
It does not prove it. First of all, you don't know this chick from a can of paint.
Never seen her.
You don't know who she is, what her motivation is. The only thing you know is you in a relationship with this man right here, but you presumed that he was doing something bad. and you took the half a word, not even the real word, because the chick didn't say nothing, from some miscellaneous chick down in Miami that you don't know. I just want to be clear on the facts.
Got something to answer this.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. Thomas.
She's so concerned about me cheating when she's the one cheating. You feel me? I think that's why she's so worried about me, because she's know like what she's doing.
Let me hear what you have to say, Mr. Thomas.
She's been with recent exes, sitting in their lap, kissing them in the mouth, you know, but she want to come back to me like it's all good. It's not all good.
Uh-oh.
Honestly, Your Honor, I was actually going to leave him when I did that.
She was.
Oh, she trifling. She
tried,
and this is
when she was pregnant.
And this is why she's pregnant. That's what I'm asking.
Is this why she's pregnant?
I don't know. I think. Oh, let's get some clarification.
Wait.
But she.
I didn't. I only did it because the guy that I was chilling with just didn't give me the vibes. But he was in somebody's DM already having sexual conversations. Oh, I'm gonna do this and that and da da. Do you remember when I did this? Da, da, da.
You all don't sound like you have any respect for each other.
No. Like I always say, once your significant other starts showing you disrespect, end the relationship ASAP. It's only gonna get worse.
Trying to understand the dynamics of this relationship, because I understand that Miss Leonard lived in the home with you at one time.
Exactly.
But that's over with now.
Yes, correct.
How the heck did that happen?
My mom loved her. Everybody in my family loved her at first initially, but you know, as time went on, we started to see what was really going on, and it was just arguments and fighting every day, just loud stuff banging into the wall. My mom's car actually, her tail light actually got busted.
What?
That thing had tried to throw something or something and missed, and it hit the car. You know, yeah. So
I ain't gonna front. The more I look at her, though, she do look like a little evil. Usually look dangerous. Like look at that look. That look like a young lady that have no control of emotions and just start wailing. What you making that face for?
She's pregnant.
We gonna blame her on the fact because she pregnant?
Her hormones.
Nah.
So it was just a lot, and my mom actually kicked her out. It's because she was going through like stress, too much, like post-traumatic stress.
I am looking at a photograph of a busted out taillight. Okay, Miss Leonard, help me to understand this. How did that occur?
His mom tries to help us out every now and again, you know, and she actually gave us some birth chart information for us to get to know each other a little more and a little deeper. So while we were in the car, we were just discussing this, and somehow, some way, we started talking about, you know, some infidelities between the both of us. And it kind of got a little heated. We left the car, you know, his parents came down.
You mean you were fighting in front of this man's mom and daddy?
I wasn't fighting, Your Honor. It was just more so like, I was just trying to grab Destiny, you know, that's all.
What kind of mess is this? That you are out there in the street fighting, hollering, screaming, acting like you won't have no home training. Girl, that is just tacky.
I hear you, Your Honor.
You know, actually, there is somebody who I want to speak with, because I know that you lived with Mr. Thomas's family, the two of you, for some time, and I would like to get her perspective. Francesca Thomas can join us. She can't join us in person, but she can join us virtually. Ms. Thomas, how are you today? Will you please just state your name and your relationship to Mr. Thomas?
Yes, Francesca Thomas, and Destin Thomas is my son.
Ms. Thomas, these are two young people that have put themselves in the proverbial trick bag, if you ask me, because they are young and neither one of them seems mature enough to be in a long-term relationship right now. But you've been front and center for this relationship. That's just my opinion for the last few minutes. What have you witnessed, ma'am?
Where do I begin? I feel that this is definitely toxicity at its finest, if I must say. I've lost money because of the two. I've experienced PTSD because of the two. I can't sleep at night. Whenever I hear even a car going by.
Like, look at her though. Nah, for real. Look at. Nah, she look like she got straight evil intentions on her face. Like,
I think.
Oh my god! Like, she looking at the mother right now. Like, yeah, like you having nightmares about me. Yeah, I run this. I don't know this little girl right here. This young lady. But I knew from the jump too. Yeah, this relationship is OD toxic. Toxic relationship
I don't
is not the
understand
way.
how it went from I'm pregnant, so marry me to now all this toxicity. Like
That's why I'm surprised she want to be married, but she might. Some people love toxic. Some people live off of it.
She's probably just really possessive.
Nah, some people just love toxicity. Like they feed off of that. I could never.
I'm jumping because I can't sleep because I'm thinking that they're at one another. Like, it's ridiculous. I just feel that they shouldn't even be together at this point.
I heard about this incident recently where your car was actually damaged. Is that the first time it has escalated to that point?
Absolutely not. That was actually the last time that I allowed it to happen. And that's the thing. She's became very rude and disrespectful. She started off really nice young lady. You know, we would go on dinner dates, you know, girl dates, pedicure, manicure, massages, and all that great stuff. And then, you know, once you get to know a person, when she stayed over one night basically and never went home, that's when I saw the real her.
Miss Leonard, what do you have to say, ma'am?
I think she should just pick a side. Like, she plays devil advocate a lot.
I'm choosing a side right now. You guys need to separate.
Miss Leonard, there's just no question that Miss Thomas is already going to pick a side all the time. She's going to be on the side of her son.
Of course.
And sanity. Okay? I would venture to guess if your mother was here and saw him be abusive towards you, she'd be picking a side also. If she saw arguing and fighting in the street and she got hit in the middle of trying to break up an altercation and tail lights got busted out, your mother would be saying to me, my daughter is not going to be nowhere around this man. I'm pretty sure that's what your mother would say. Miss Thomas, I appreciate your time today and I appreciate what you have said. I'm going to finalize these conversations with Miss Leonard and Mr. Thomas right now. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Armin.
Leonard, I heard what Miss Thomas had to say. Have you heard what your boyfriend had to say? I know what you say you want, but have you listened to him about how this behavior has affected him and his family? Have you heard him?
Yes, I've heard him, Your Honor, but I'm also saying that either he marries me or I'm prepared to disappear.
You do realize that
There go the psychotic part.
She evil.
Marry me or I'm gonna disappear. What does that mean?
But see, the scary part is some men can never tell the difference
What
between
does
good
that
women
mean? You saw the psychotic.
Psychotic women like her. She's
Come out of
psychotic.
him real quick. Oh my
Or
God.
I'm disappearing with your baby. That's evil.
you will then put yourself in yet another trick bag because the child is Mr. Thomas's also. And he might want to be a part of the baby's life.
He can get visitation.
Well, then that means you're not disappearing.
Yo, she crazy.
Well, you know, he can get summers or something like that. We could always make it work like that, you know.
So that's called co-parenting.
Like I said, Your Honor, I want these papers filled out.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I think you have an unreasonable expectation of what relationship is. And if you wanted a traditional relationship with the emotional, physical, spiritual, social, and security needs met, like in other relationships, you would have decided to use basic pregnancy protection before you got pregnant so that you could make choices that you're not interested in becoming a mother before you become a wife. And before you worried about becoming a wife, you needed to worry about becoming a mature woman because that's not what you are right now. And it's sad because you are about to be a mother because your body is going to produce offspring. But whether or not your mind is going to produce the hormones and your heart is going to produce the love that's necessary to turn what your body has produced into a productive citizen, I don't know. But one thing you're going to have to do is you're going to change that attitude, young lady, because the baby's coming. And you're going to have to deal with the fact that you're going to be a single mother. Because Mr. Thomas is not marrying you. And I know it sounds harsh, but I'm not even willing to hand him those papers because what you can't do is make this man make you his wife if you are not even worthy enough to be his girlfriend. I'm sad to say it. The young lady, you have put yourself in the proverbial trick bag, and you are going to be on your own if you don't change your attitude.
Wow, I honestly love this judge because she really give these young lady healthy, critical advice. That young lady need to work on herself. Thank God that this young man has his mother in his life, because trust me, she's guiding him and advising him and giving him advice, and he's clearly listening. Mm-hmm. And now that the judge is even on their side and seeing the growth this young lady has to do, he just pretty much dodged the bullet. But the baby is still on his way, and I could tell he's gonna want to be in that his big child's life, especially his mother. So, but she might make things a lot difficult for them. So, but how you feel, babe?
I'm really shocked. Like, I'm not shocked, but like I feel bad because I know what she wants. I feel like every girl wants to have a baby and get married to the man or the boy that they're having the baby with. So I kind of understand like where she's coming from, but her attitude definitely has to change. Yeah. Like, that psychotic behavior of just disappearing, I don't even know what that means. I'm wondering if we ever seen on the news before, if we ever, like, because she probably really did disappear, because this boy mother is not going to let him marry her. No way, no how. So
even the judge ain't allowed it.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean? These young women just need to get their life together. Stop giving your bodies to men who don't appreciate it, don't care for it, you know. Just try to mature, work on yourself. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but before we go, just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers and all the comments and likes. Please continue to show your support. Please let us know what kind of videos you would like us to react to. And again, thank you for taking the time out your day to watch this video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.
See you in our next video. Subscribe, please.